Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Corey Legent in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. Taken in at the 22. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he stopped immediately there. Jerry Hughes on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now he'll They'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Well, they aren't able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And that one results in 35 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Now back to throw. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Returnable for Dorsett. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Tackle made that time by Christian Sam.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Here
we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hey, switch. Gone.
They'll drop the throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Hot.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, it sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Get him down right around the 16. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because It's not easy to throw the ball against him either.
On second down, Michelle. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll set up the throw. And a dump off to White. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. You got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go!
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They're going to look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Pupi39. Pupi39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The Chargers getting set to go. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Hunter Henry brings it in. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
All right, here we go. Pupi39. Pupi39. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll look to throw here. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Sturgis for the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Cordero Patterson, as time expires in the first half. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Sturgis adds the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Returnable for Dorsett. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Patriots off. Offensive unit, they'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Back to throw now on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Denzel Perryman in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll look to throw now on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot!
Back to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. New England on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Hot!
He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Motion. Motion, motion, motion. Reset, reset, reset.
Back to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jerry Hughes in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Looking to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And now out come the Patriots. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to look deep for Perriman. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll buy some time right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
23 yards on the play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.